Welcome to Steve's World UK. Today we're back at Lacock in Wiltshire. So today, Lacock's Abbey and Harry Potter filming locations are part of my world. Various places in Lacock were used in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and more recently, Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. The most notable is Lacock Abbey, which served as the interior for Hogwarts School, but there are a few others dotted around too. So having looked at the outside grounds of Lacock Abbey, let's head in and take a look at the Harry Potter filming locations. Lacock Abbey is the most iconic Harry Potter filming location in Lacock, and the interiors were used as the interiors of Hogwarts School for a significant number of scenes for the first two Harry Potter films. Most recently it has also been used in Fantastic Beasts film, The Crimes of Grindelwald. The cloisters at Lacock Abbey have served as Hogwarts corridors on many occasions, along with the New College cloisters and Christ Church cloisters at Oxford. In the Philosopher's Stone, Harry exits the restricted section under his invisibility cloak and comes across Snape and Quirrell. It appears that Snape is threatening Quirrell, but what about we are not sure. These corridors are the cloisters in Lacock Abbey. The same cloisters are used again in the Chamber of Secrets, in many scenes where Harry hears the basilisk moving through the pipes. When Harry leaves detention with Professor Lockhart, he hears the sounds of the basilisk moving and cries, "I think it's going to kill." Harry, Ron and Hermione race down the corridor to find a spooky message on the wall. By the time they round the corner and see the spiders, the filming location has changed, but they started in Lacock's Abbey cloisters and end up in Gloucester Cathedral. The chapter house at Lacock Abbey was used in the moving mirror of Arizad scenes in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Harry enters, pulling off his invisibility cloak, and you can see he is in a huge room with a vaulted ceiling and lots of supporting columns. He then looks into the mirror and sees his parents for the first time. So Harry would have come through the door just on the left-hand side, down the steps, through the archway, and over into this corner where the mirror would have been placed. The chapter house is used again in the Chamber of Secrets as the revision room. Harry is studying in here, but all the other students are whispering about him since the scene follows that in which he speaks Parseltongue in front of all his classmates.
Back again, Harry? I trust by now you realize what it does.
Apart from the cloisters, numerous rooms at Lacock Abbey were also used in the filming of Harry Potter. These rooms were used as Snape and Quirrell's classrooms in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. These large rooms stand empty now, but you're free to wander around inside them. It's easy to imagine a class at Hogwarts taking place here, but you may remember some of these exact scenes filmed in these rooms. Later, the warming room at Lacock Abbey appears as Quirrell's classroom. This time there are all sorts of papers and plants hanging from the ceiling, and Professor Quirrell himself is found holding an iguana. This scene takes place just after Harry's first Quidditch lesson, when McGonagall takes Harry to meet Oliver Wood. You'll notice that next to Professor Quirrell and his iguana is a giant cauldron. This cauldron is still here today and actually belongs to the Abbey. It's not a prop for the Harry Potter films. The Mechlin pot dates back to 1500s and is thought to have been used for cooking.
one such as this is an...
You wait here.
Ingredient in...
Professor Quirrell, excuse me. Could I borrow wood for a moment, please?
Oh, yes, of course. The vampire...
Potter, this is Oliver Wood. Wood, I have found you a seeker.
I'm sure you'll remember Harry's first potion class. How could you forget your first real encounter with the terrifying Professor Snape? He burst into the room telling his new students there would be no foolish wand-waving or silly incantations in this class. When he turns and the camera moves to the back of the classroom, you can see the arches and large windows of the sacristy room in Lacock Abbey. So Harry would have been sat at his desk, right about here.
There will be no foolish wand-waving or silly incantations in this class. As such, I don't expect many of you to appreciate the subtle science and exact art that is potion-making. However, for those select few, I can teach you how to bewitch the mind and ensnare the senses. I can tell you how to bottle fame, brew glory, and even put a stopper in death. Mr. Potter. Put a hand down, you silly girl.
So that's pretty much every location in Lacock Abbey relating to Harry Potter. So we're now heading to the village to see a few more. Dudley Babington is where Horace Slughorn hides from the Death Eaters. In Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, this is where Dumbledore and Harry head to convince him to take up the post of potions teacher. As soon as they arrive, you can see Lacock in the background. This is the end of Church Street. The distinctive timber-framed houses seen were typical in the Middle Ages. Dumbledore and Harry then walk up to Slughorn's temporary abode, which is a large property on Cantax Hill. Helpfully you'll find it marked on Google Maps as Horace Slughorn's hideaway. You'll be able to recognise the house from the distinctive stonework and towering bushes outside. You see the house very briefly before the pair head inside, but it's clear it's the same red bricked house. Having successfully recruited Horace Slughorn, Dumbledore and Harry walk back towards the fictional monument past the Babington Arms, which in real life is the 15th century inn, sign of the angel.
All right, I'll do it. But I want Professor Merrythorpe's old office, not the water closet I had before. And I expect a raise. These are mad times we live in, mad.
They are indeed.
Sir, exactly what was all that about?
You are talented, famous, and powerful. Everything Horace values. Professor Slughorn is going to try to collect you, Harry. You would be his crowning jewel. That's why he's returning to Hogwarts. And it's crucial he should return. I fear I may have stolen a wondrous knight from you, Harry. She was, truthfully, very pretty. The girl.
It's all right, sir. I'll go back tomorrow, make some excuse.
Oh, you'll not be returning to Little Whinging tonight, Harry.
But, sir, what about Hedwig? And my trunk?
Both are waiting for you.
Harry Potter's parents' house can be found in Lacock and is a perfectly ordinary family home. This house is used in the first Harry Potter film, The Philosopher's Stone.
Voldemort started to gather some followers, brought him over to the dark side. Anyone that stood up to him ended up dead.
So that's going to do it for today. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on great future content from Steve's World UK. Until next time, be safe, be good, be kind, and be careful. It takes 24 hours for the world to turn once, but only 2 seconds to like or subscribe to see great future content from Steve's World UK.